Hey guys, alright, today's video is going to be about word problems with fractions, specifically multiplication and division. Make sure you write down everything you see on the screen that's not already in your notes. So your objective, I will be able to use multiplication and division of fractions to solve real-life problems. So let's talk about keywords and how to use those keywords to determine if we should multiply or divide. So when we multiply, we might see one of these keywords before the question. So if we see this in the word problem and it's before the question, that usually means we're going to multiply. If you see the word of with a fraction, such as half of something or a fourth of something, that means to multiply as well. So for example, if we had half of 10, we would just take 10 times 1/2. Now, if we're going to divide, you will see one of these keywords in the question. Okay, one of these keywords would be in the question to divide. Alright, so the steps to solving these word problems, we want to determine if the problem requires multiplication or division, and we want to write the expression to represent it. We want to use Mike Dude to find the sign of the answer, change mixed to improper, follow multiplication or division rules, and simplify the answer. So let's do some examples together. Okay, example 1, Oak Junior High conducted a survey to determine favorite ice cream flavors of students. Of the 600 students surveyed, half of them preferred vanilla ice cream, and 1/4 of those favoring vanilla preferred Bluebell. What fraction of the students preferred vanilla Bluebell ice cream? So we have 600 total students. It says half of that preferred vanilla ice cream. And then 1/4 of that specifically preferred Bluebell. Okay? So we've got 600 total students. So remember, if we're taking a fraction of something, that means we're going to multiply. So if I want to find half of 600, that would be like 600 times 1/2. And then after I find that, I want to find 1/4 of that amount. So then I would take it and multiply it by 1/4. So really, I am just multiplying all three of these values together. Now all of our numbers are positive, so we don't need Mike Dude. We know our answer is going to be positive. Now, we don't have any mixed numbers, but we do have a whole number, and anytime we want a whole number to look like a fraction, we simply put it over 1. Now we want to multiply. So when we multiply fractions, we multiply the numerators. So that would be 600 times 1 times 1, which is just 600. And then we multiply the denominator. 1 times 2 is 2, and 2 times 4 is 8. So we get 600 over 8. Now that is improper, so we have to divide. And remember, top dog goes in the house. 8 cannot go into 6, but it can go into 60 7 times, which is 56. That gives us a remainder of 4. And 8 can go into 40 5 times evenly. So this means that 75 students specifically preferred Bluebell out of the students who preferred vanilla ice cream. And remember, this is a word problem, so our word problems are answered in complete sentences. So 75 students preferred vanilla Bluebell ice cream. Take a moment to pause and write down that answer. Alright, example 2. Mr. Province wanted to buy 10 pizzas for all 3 7th grade math classes, but he returned with 9 3/4 pizzas because he was hungry on the way back from Mr. Jim's. How much pizza will each math class get from what is left? Now, let's look at a big clue word here. Each. Now that word is in the question, so that means we need to divide. This is a division problem. We want to know how much pizza each math class will get out of what's left. So here's what is left. 9 3/4 pizzas, and that's being split up between the 3 classes. So that would be 9 3/4 divided by 3. Now again, we've got positive numbers in this problem, so we don't need to use MikeDude, but we do have a mixed number, and I want to make that improper. So 9 times 4 is 36, plus 3 is 39. So we have 39 over 4 divided by 3, and I'm going to go ahead and put that 3 over 1. Now, we do not divide fractions, okay? We take the second and flip it and then multiply. So that would be 39 over 4 times 1 over 3. Multiply numerators. 39 times 1 is 39. And then the denominator, 4 times 3 is 12. That is improper. So top dog goes in the house. 12 goes into 39 3 times, which is 36. And when we subtract, we get 3. So 3 and 3/12. 3/12 can be reduced, so I need to reduce that fraction. My whole number stays the same. And 3 over 12 can be reduced to 1/4, because 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. So, this is a word problem, and we answer incomplete sentences. That means each class will get 3 1/4 pizzas. Again, take a moment to pause and write down that answer. Alright, example 3. During the fall of 2014, the average temperature decreased by 1/2 degree every day for 7 days. What was the total decrease in the average temperature? Alright, so let's look at our keyword. Our keyword here would be every. Okay, and this is coming before the question. So that means that we want to multiply. So it's decreasing 1/2 degree every day for 7 days, and we want to find that total decrease. So if it's decreasing by 1/2 degree, I would represent that with a negative 1/2. And that's happening every day for 7 days. So I'm multiplying times 7, and that's a whole number, so I'm going to go ahead and put it over 1. Alright, now we need to use MikeDude to find the sign of our answer. So I have a negative times a positive. So I'm going to mark out the negative and the positive sign. We are left with a negative. So our answer must be negative. Alright, we don't have any mixed numbers to change, so we move on to multiplying. 1 times 7 is 7, and 2 times 1 is 2. Alright, again, we have an improper fraction. So top dog goes in the house, and we know our answer must be negative. 2 goes into 7 3 times, which is 6, and I get a remainder of 1. So the total decrease is 3.5 degrees, and as a sentence, I would write that as the total decrease in temperature was 3.5 degrees. Take a moment to pause and write that down. Alright, now it's time for you to try. We have 2 problems for you to work out on your own. Make sure you follow your steps and use MikeDude as needed, and don't forget your summary at the end. Bring your notes to class with you, and we will see you next class day.